I am so pleased to be with you this afternoon on this beautiful day when we can celebrate what God has done here at Tenwek and around the area.
We are using the 50-year anniversary of Dr. Steury's coming as the first doctor to Tenwek to celebrate 50 years as a hospital and all that God has done here at Tenwek. We know behind all of it lies the hand of God, and we want to give praise and honor unto Him.
The history of Tenwek dates back to 1997, where the first missionary, nurse, namely Miss Shadow, established a medical station at Tenwek.
And immediately she contacted the head office of World Gospel Mission and said, "Send us a doctor." And she began to pray, and people began to pray here locally. And yet over 20 years passed before that day came that Dr. Steury arrived.
The arrival of Dr. Steury in 1959 marked the turning point in the course of what was then a clinic to the present teaching and referral hospital.
Certainly Tenwek would still be here if the Steurys had never come. But certainly it would not be what it is.
As I read the book, Miracle at Tenwek, Greg Lewis, I found that though the story followed the life of Dr. Ernie Steury, it was filled with the names of many, many people who, like pieces of a puzzle, brought together the full picture of the miracle at Tenwek.
Then I felt that this great cloud of witnesses are those who have gone on before, like Miss Shrya, Miss Edna Bora, Miss Ediga, Reverend Johanna Ngatich, Dr. Steury, and the list goes on.
Dr. Ernie Steury was my second father. Bozanik is the name he was known by. One of the greatest honors I ever received is when the people of this area began to call me Arap Bozanik, his son, not his real son, but they said, "Oh, that Dr. Stevens is just like Bozanik."
Since that time, there has been continuous development that has gone from strength to strength. These people had a dream for this land and its people. Looking around us, we can see a dream come true.
I have seen many changes here in the last 50 years, but I want to mention one that especially has stood out to me since I was the wife of the first doctor at Tenwek Hospital, to see all the doctors that are here. God is so great and so wonderful.
When I walked around the hospital, I saw many things. Saw nurses, saw instruments used, very advanced.
I think that is what this day is all about. We've gathered together to celebrate 50 years of blessings. I am sure almost everyone here knows someone who was treated at Tenwek Hospital.
And I want to tell you something this afternoon. Of all the mission hospitals I've ever visited, there is none as fine in its excellence of medical work and evangelistic outreach than the hospital you enjoy here in Kipsige's land.
When we were here in 2002, Dr. Steury and myself, was the last time he was here, but he greeted each one of the staff and encouraged them to keep on living for Jesus and to keep the main thing, and that is evangelism.
A small child in primary school can win a child for Christ. And angels from heaven can celebrate and shout for that particular soul.
You don't work for Tenwek, staff of this hospital, you work for God. God is your boss. Tenwek is just the group that He is using.
We are partners. And hand in hand with God, we will see more miracles at Tenwek.
We loved the Kipsigis people when we came. We love them today. All of you people that are here at Tenwek Hospital. And may God bless you and continue to use you, each one, in your place of work.